Hi everyone, it's me Joe again. Okay, the topic I want to talk about today is one that I'm kind of confused about. And maybe some of you out there can explain it to me, but it's just been grinding my nerves for the past 3 to 4 months here. Ever since I got on the internet, it's this phrase, are you a top or a bottom? Now I'm an old gay, so I'm not kind of in the lingo, and maybe some of my younger viewers might give me a comment below and tell me what is the purpose of asking someone in chat, are you a top or a bottom? I mean, is this a way for you to get noticed? Do you actually want an answer, or are you just or is this just become the new "hi, how you doing" phrase in the gay society now? Because I'm kind of confused about the whole thing. I mean, on one hand, I find it rude and unacceptable because I'm an old gay. And on the other hand, it's so relevant. It's all around. It's like every chat I ever go into, gay chats anyway, there's always 1, 2, or 3 people in the chat that say, are you a top or a bottom? And I'm just wondering to myself, is this normal for the gay society of today? Is it that important to you, or is that just how you open up the conversation with another gay guy of today? Like I said, I'm really confused about this term, and that's why I'm making this video to voice my opinion, but at the same time to allow people to comment below and let me try to make me understand what's the importance of this phrase is. Are you a top or a bottom? It's more a question instead of a phrase. But okay, here's my opinion. My opinion of it from Papa Joe is that it's rude, it's unacceptable. I don't like it because it's just plain out in your face, wanting to know what sex position you play. And that's, in my opinion, is nobody's business but the person you personally decide to have sex with. It's nobody else's business until you decide to have sex with them. And like I said in a previous video, the question, are you a top or bottom, I feel is just somebody asking you, do you want to have sex with me? It's like, instead of beating around the bush and saying, are you a top or bottom, just come right out and say, do you want to have sex with me? I mean, why is everything so... I mean, I've never been on Grindr. I've never been on Tinder. But I'm assuming that this is a normal question on those apps. Because basically that's what you're there for, is to hook up with another guy. And if you're trying to hook up with another guy through, let's say, Grindr, okay? Which I heard that's the best the one that people use. Are you a top or bottom? That is acceptable in those apps. But what I find strange is that people that partake of the hookup lifestyle, more power to them. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that it seems like people that partake of the hookup culture is trying to bring that culture into the mainstream society of the gay life. And in my opinion, I don't think that's fair. I think, you keep your hookup culture in your apps where it belongs, and I'll come and join you if I ever want to, but don't bring your phrases and your lifestyle into my lifestyle here in the big gay world. I mean, right, the hookup culture is a small part of the gay society. But it seems to me that this question, are you a top or bottom, is sort of overflowing into the mainstream gay society to people like myself and to other people that I know, that it's acceptable to do in real life. Okay? And it's not. It really is not, guys. It's not right to ask that question here in the real world. And I say the real world because Grindr and hookup culture is not real to me. It's a wham bam, thank you ma'am, quick, satisfying situation for relieving stress. Okay? In my opinion, that's what hookup culture is. But it seems like the hookup culture is trying to make it acceptable in the gay society in the real world. And it's not. It's not. Because if somebody in the real world that knew me, if I knew they were gay and they knew I was gay, and they came up to me just came up to me and said, so, hi, are you a top or bottom? I would be so offended and just be like, get out of my face, you rude son of a bitch. Because, in my opinion, that's not acceptable in the real world. I mean, fine, keep it in your gay culture, keep your questions between you two on your apps, but don't bring it here in the real world and think it's acceptable or that it's going to be tolerated, because I don't think we should tolerate it, in my opinion. Because, one, it's rude. I mean, it just shows... I just don't understand the person who thinks that it's acceptable to do that to somebody that you've never met, unless you're looking for a hookup or that you're on a hookup app. I mean, if you're having a friendly conversation in a gay chat room, and you're trying to meet new people and, share, different opinions about things as human being. I mean, being gay is just part of our aspect. We are all still human beings. We all still have feelings, and we all should respect each other. Just because you're gay does not mean you have the right to disrespect someone, in my opinion. And if you bring that question into society, in front of me anyway, I feel you're just being rude and unacceptable because you're disrespecting me. When somebody disrespects me, I do not respect them back. I'm sorry, that's just the way I am. But if you show me respect as far as approaching me in a way and saying, hello, my name is Thomas, I'm glad to meet you. I will be more than happy to say, hello, I'm Joe. Right back at you, bro. Something of that nature. We need to learn to communicate properly instead of communicating like we do on our hookup apps. It's not acceptable in the real life to come up to somebody that you know is gay and ask them, are you top or bottom? Yeah, sure. I'm just confused, guys. I'm confused with these young gays today. I mean, to me that the two societies can live together, but you have to respect each other's boundaries. Okay, now if I was on a hookup app, I would have no problems with somebody saying, so are you a top or a bottom? Because that's what we're all there for, is to, have sex. But if somebody would come from that culture and sort of come into my real life culture, my time where I live, it's unacceptable because you're trying to bring that that hookup culture into my everyday living life now. And the two don't mix. I mean, my everyday living and who I am here besides the app is different than, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but the two, in my opinion, do not mix. And it's like I don't partake. I mean, I'm too old, and I just don't understand why people feel that it's so acceptable to ask a stranger, another gay stranger, that question as trying to get to know them. Maybe you can give me comments down below and help me figure this out, because I'm taking it, I just take it too personally, because it's like an attack on my respect. It's like somebody's disrespecting me in a way, and I don't know if it's just me, or is it I just don't understand. So basically, that's about it for my rant, because I just want to try to understand what's the purpose of this question. Are you a top or a bottom? Give me your answers down below. Thanks. And again, take care of each other and be kind. This is Joe out.